So with Gamescom going on, there is of course all the news from video game companies announcing stuff like Killer Clowns and Her Space video games. And then we have things like Sony increasing the price of the PS5 across all SKUs except for in the States. I do find that interesting. I'll get into that in a second. Do I personally care? No. Do I think it's going to be a shock to most console gamers? Yeah, because the way console gaming has traditionally worked is here's the launch price. As production goes up, efficiency and all the other stuff, parts become more available, etc. Price gets driven down. Supply demand, basically. And that's just kind of what you're used to. However, in this particular case, this is more of a PC end of things where the price starts here but ends up here. And PC gamers like myself and others are far more used to the fluctuating nonsense in pricing. You know, if you're in the market for a gaming laptop, you'll buy one, and 5 months later you'll see it either lower or sometimes higher. It all depends. So it's a new phenomenon in the console space, really. That price fluctuation. It's not something a lot of people have dealt with before. And I think it shows, like the response shows, like, do I think it's a good move to interrupt that cycle? No, I think it is a bad move. I think Sony is not going to help their case much. People will be looking at alternatives. This is kind of what happened when the PS3 launched, and five, six, $700 for a console. It prices people out of the market, and you look at your competitor, and they're selling for 300, 400. It's Sony's kind of stepped on their own toes again, and it shows. You fumble with the PS3, though at the end of the life cycle is pretty even. PS4, you rectified the wrongs. You were undercutting Microsoft. That's why you doubled their more than doubled their console sales for the Xbox One, and now you're just shooting yourselves in the foot. So if you're a Sony fanboy, I hate to break it to you, this is just a bad business decision that most consumers are going to look at X console and Y console and make the comparison and say this one's cheaper, but it does all the same stuff. It's a bad business move, but they decided to do it, and Sony can give whatever reason they want. They can say, "Oh, parts weren't available, etc." Well, guess what? Look at the GPU market, and everything just tanked as far as GPU prices. And Nvidia and AMD and all these other guys are going to be sitting on parts for the next 3 years trying to get rid of old stock. So you can't say that. Really, though, at the end of the day, for me personally, I don't care because nothing on the PS5 interests me. I buy everything that's PlayStation related still on the PS4, or I just wait for it to come out on PC, and then I'll just play it on Steam Deck or Linux machines or whatever. Right now I'm downloading Final Fantasy VII Remake on the Steam Deck, and I'll play Spider-Man. I'll take your pick. Like, to me, it doesn't matter. Play with your games where you want to play your games. Find the one that fits your budget, your needs, your wants, etc. That's what matters. As a business decision, Sony, this is crap. You have broken the model that a lot of people are used to, and generic consumers do not like that kind of stuff. Microsoft has kept pretty flatline with their models, $299, $399 generically for the consoles. Nintendo is always across the board. They very rarely drop prices. Everything from GameCube, Wii U, and even the Switch. They might introduce new models, but the older models still stay the same in their pricing. Because you have like the Switch Lite, yeah, but it's still the same price when it launched. The original, like the OG version of the Switch here is still $299. Then the OLED is was it $359 or $349? So Sony broke the model, and I think they're getting a little arrogant again, and like they did with the PS3, and I think it's gonna kick them in the butt, and they just don't realize it.